right, good morning. Today is Thursday, February 26th, 2026. It's a beautiful day today. The weather is pretty nice, and everything is going all right, I guess. So the market just opened up here. Market just opened up, and so far, so far, so far, nothing is pretty much clear to me. I mean, all I can say is that I think today, for me today, it's pretty much just staying out and just watching what happens. I'm not quite sure if let's take a look at daily. So it looks like this might be a red day. And the reason I say that is because the weekly range has already been tapped. I think so. It doesn't mean that it cannot continue, but I think that the weekly range has already been tapped. So yeah, this is a daily chart. It's looking almost bearish on the daily chart, and dropped down to 4 hours. That is also looking quite bearish, honestly. It's looking bearish on the 4 hours too, right? So something to kind of consider there. And on the 1 hour too, the 1 hour is also looking bearish, right? So, but we'll have to wait for this 1 hour candle to close first. More or less, today for me is just sort of a waiting, just wait and see what happens, right? So I think it's gonna be a red day, but I'm not interested in going short now, or not interested in going into a trade now, just because this might actually flip. However, well, let's just watch and see. The only thing that I noticing here is that if you look at this range compared to yesterday, this is the first 15 minutes candle, and it's already selling off, right? So if you compare that range to the range yesterday, you see yesterday at market open, there wasn't much going on, and this is just right over here, right? So, but you can compare. So the volatility is back today, but that volatility was not in the charts yesterday, right? So, but it's back. It is back today, right? So, I mean, this single 50 minutes candle is 18 points, right? So the volatility is back in the market. That's pretty sure. That's very obvious to me. So still selling off there. Still going down. to wait for the candle to close. Yeah, NASDAQ also it's doing the same thing as SPX. Yesterday that wasn't necessarily the case. Yesterday NASDAQ was a little bit more bullish yesterday, and SPX was slightly bullish, if I can put it like that. So yeah, I want to see this. So I'm not sure, not completely sure if it's gonna be, in fact, a red day. I do not trust that it's gonna be that. That's why I'm just not taking a trade now. I want to see on the first. What do I want to see on the? I want to see this 1 hour candle close red, right? And I want to see a continuation of that red price action, right? So today again is looking quite bearish. It is looking quite bearish. So I want to see that. Yeah, so volatility is back again in the market. It wasn't like that yesterday. Yesterday was quite disappointing. But again, volatility is back in this market. So that's one thing for sure. That's one thing I know there. So I'm thinking before I actually take a trade, I actually want, I want this candle to close, the 1 hour candle to close, and I also want to see, maybe maybe I would want the 1 hour to close, because I mean it's pretty obvious that this is not, well, not obvious, but it's just looking like it yet, but I just cannot confirm that, and I don't want to rush into a trade. So I want to see the 1 hour candle close red, and I also want to see the next 1 hour candle, which is starting at 10 a.m. to start going down red, before I can jump in. But then my risk would be my risk will be right here at the stop here, which frankly seems like a lot. But I mean, if it's gonna be a red day, then I don't have to worry about that. Well, I have to worry about that because it's possible to also flip, right? Okay, so again, I'm just gonna wait. Um, Now I could enter before 10 o'clock, obviously, but I want to see like a clear downtrend, pattern. If I see that, then I may enter before 10. But if I do not see that, then I will not enter before 10. I will wait till. right, so still waiting here. Still waiting. Yeah, it's gonna be a waiting game today. It's looking bearish, no doubt, on the daily chart. I think that's where my thesis lies, that it's gonna be a red day, but I want the chart to show me that. I want to see that very clearly on the chart, right? I want the chart to show me that that is the case. All right, and it's still going down. So this sort of clearly confirms our thesis that okay, today is going to be a red day, right? So it confirms that. So now there is no you know crazy swing from red to green, like we've seen in the past. Like if you go back in the past, you'll see this, right? For example, I mean, look at this, right? So, but so far the candle hasn't yet closed. I mean, look at this too, right? So, so far that candle hasn't yet closed on the 1 hour candle, right? So, I want to see that candle. I want to wait for it to close first. So, it's just being patient. You gotta be patient, right? So, that's what it is, right? So, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. There we go, and it's just kind of taking itself back a little bit. So, we have to be patient. All right, perfect. Now we're talking. So now we're talking. If you can see what is going on in the 15 minutes there, so this huge candle, and then it's almost flipping green. So if I can get some sort of retracement and continuation downside, then I know, okay, then this is that confirms to me that okay, this is a red day. Then I'll be going long. I'll be going short. All right. So you gotta wait. So I have to wait. So I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting. Still going down. Still have to wait. It's 8 minutes before the 1 hour close, so we'll wait. want to see what's going on the 15 minutes too. Yeah, it's not much. But for the fact that it's not, for the fact that it is not, for the fact that it is not, flipping back and forth on the 15 minutes gives me a little bit of assurance, right? So, but I kind of still want to see a retracement. I want to see that though. It doesn't have to happen, right away, right? So, but the reason why I say that is that seeing that gives me more confidence in this trade. Gives me more confidence that okay, we're looking at a bearish action, right? So it gives me that confidence. All right. So 6 minutes before that candle, the 1 hour candle closes, still waiting, right? Still waiting, still holding. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, the daily candle, it's like it's getting pretty kind of straightforward there. That it's looking more bearish as time kind of goes on there. So it's good to know that, right? So um, all right, I still want to see a retracement. I want to see that. I want to see that 1 hour candle close too. Beautiful. That's the retracements we're talking about. That is the retracement we're talking about. I want to see that. All right, so that is the retracement that we're talking about here. It's beautiful. So it's 4 minutes before the candle closes there. Still waiting. So you see, so the reason why I'm waiting is because there has been, especially with this volatility, there has been like crazy swing. Like you can see here, you can see there, and I've been caught. I've been caught in all these things. I've been really caught in all these dirty swings, right? So, you know, and also today I'm not 100% sure of the direction of the market, right? So I think it's gonna be a red, but I don't have huge confidence in that trade in that thesis. So because of that, I'm waiting for the market to prove me right or prove me wrong before I make any entry, before I take any trades, right? So that way I am not jumping, jumping into trades. And that has been what has happened. If you look at days that I lost money, looking at days that I have lost money, days like this, days like this, well, I didn't lose money days like this, but it's because I was not patient, right? It's because I was not patient enough, right? So, yeah, it's looking more and more obvious to me that that it's gonna be the case, right? It's looking more and more obvious that today is gonna be a red day. So still wait for this candle to close there. If I'm gonna get in on this trade, my risk is gonna be up here. frankly, that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot of risk. But I don't mind risking that. Uh, I really don't mind risking that. Uh, you know, I can just take one contract. Uh, yeah, the whole price movement has been this week has been not actually this week, but since January, actually more than that. If you go back all the way back to December 11th, it has been a zigzag type of price action, and that has been nasty. Has not done anything that is, very, there has been no trend, so to say, right? So there has been no useful trend. It has been sideways action. So I don't like the fact that I kind of want to get in, at a reasonable point, so maybe somewhere around here. I don't want to get in down too low here, but again, I have to wait for this candle to close anyways. I wanna wait for the candle to close. Um, and if I'm gonna be shorting though, I wanna be honestly pretty careful too, right? Because overall on the daily charts, the trend is actually to the upside, right? So overall, the overall there is a bullish trend more than there is a bearish trend, right? So I have to keep that in mind. All right, so my entry may be here now. My entry may be here now. Uh, all right, should I get in now or wait for the 15 minutes? I think I'm gonna get in now. I'm gonna get in one contract there, right? So I'm getting in one there. Um, one because I don't like my risk is up here. That's quite a lot of risk, and I don't like that. I rather say it retrace, but since I'm not seeing that retrace, I'm gonna go on light risk. Yeah, if I see if it does retrace eventually, uh, then I may add somewhere around here if it comes back up here. But if it does not come back up there, that's totally fine. Um, it's very hard to kind of get in at the getting out of a very perfect spot. That is almost hard. I mean, you can try, but it's always hard, right? So again, my stop loss will be right over there. That's a lot, but I don't mind it. Typically, it should be here, honestly, to be very honest with you. But knowing the way that price moves, price bounces a lot. It could bounce here and just could do that before going down again. That happens. So I don't want to be caught up in that. I don't want to lose a trade just because of that, right? All right, so yeah, this market is, I mean, looking at the daily chart, the market is it's quite simply very annoying. I gotta say, it's quite simply very annoying. Um, it's just a sideways market, right? And that is why it is annoying, because it's a sideways market. So wait now and see what happens there, right? Wait now, see what happens. So just one contract is it's totally fine. Just because the confidence in the trade is low. The more that I see more productivity, and if I'm able to judge, if I'm able to judge a continuation, then I will add more as the case may arise, right? So, but for now, it's just one contract for now. All right, so it's kind of pushing back there. Again, that's the reason why I went just one contract. That is precisely the reason why I went one contract, just because of that. So we'll wait and see what happens here. So it's all now a waiting game, right? Oh, okay. All right. That was a mistake that I made. Then okay. Yeah, I may add more, but definitely not down here. Or at least definitely not at this point, because I haven't seen anything that I would normally see that would convince me of a clear downtrend, right? So all right. Yeah. So it's kind of reversing, reversing there. No idea, but I mean, it's a waiting game. We'll wait. We'll wait others while and see what happens. I'm willing to kind of hold this until it plays out. My only conviction on this trade now is that the day is just the daily candle is just looking bearish, right? That's just pretty much it, right? But my entry, I gotta say, my entry is not as good as I would want it to be, right? But I mean, yeah, it's just a waiting game now. We'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait. I'll wait. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm kind of beginning to wonder um, what is gonna look, what the day will look like. What the how the day will probably end. I'm just trying to kind of imagine that on my own, and it's just a very interesting thing to me. So this almost looks like it's gonna reverse. It almost looks like it, but I don't know. I like to see it. I'll let it kind of show me, right? So one of the things that I kind of began to notice from the chat is that um, typically trading market open uh, price action is very 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 difficult compared to trading something like you know uh, like overnight trading is it feels more easier, right? So you can take a look at this here. For example, this is market open, right? But I mean, look at how smooth it was with the overnight. This whole thing was the overnight, right? So you can see how well, not this, but this was the overnight, right? So you can see how much easier it is, right? But market open is just a different beast. It is much difficult trading market open. Um, but then the overnight also has its own disadvantage. That is one thing for sure. It has its own disadvantage too, right? Uh, it's not always as good as you would think or you would hope, right? Yeah. So I'm looking at what I'm thinking now is loss and thinking about the loss and take profit target. So where's my loss? Typically, my loss would be here, but knowing the way the price moves, right? So it might just being so erratic and just take that stop loss out. So that is too close. That's what I'm trying to say. The reasonable stop will be right up here, but I'm not gonna wait to take all that loss. As soon as I see that this candle, this 1 hour candle, is flipping to the upside, and I may wait for it to close. I may not, but as soon as it does something that I'm not happy with, or not, or something that does not conform to my observations, I'm gonna cut it short and cut it right away, right? So that is just that. But so far now, it's going in our direction, so that is good. So I'm gonna hold that, right? I'm gonna hold this trade. Am I gonna add more to this? No, not now. No, because I don't have full confidence in this trade, right? That is why I'm not gonna add more. I'm not gonna add more because adding here it doesn't make any sense. That really doesn't make any sense because if it starts to reverse, then the risk is way too much for the small account, right? So I mean, you could, but for me, the risk is not worth it, right? So that is what I'm saying, right? So and also the risk to reward is not worth it. Precisely what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, this week and last week, Well, this week is actually much better than last week in terms of, sorry, excuse me, in terms of the price action. The price action last week was pretty bad. It was pretty rough. That is actually one of the worst ones that I have traded. Last week I was very pissed with the price action. I was absolutely pissed with it. I was still profitable in the week, but I was just pissed with it. This week is not too bad, but the up and down, the sideways is just so annoying, right? It's annoying, especially if you don't know how to trade it, right? Because a novice trader yesterday, seeing the bullish activity, will be expecting a bullish day, right? But for me, I wasn't, seeing what I've seen, seeing the hourly chart, I know that, okay, I actually may not be a bullish day, that it's going to be a bearish day, right? So, but a novice trader could fall for that, right? So, and look at how fast it is dropping. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. Look at how fast it is dropping. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. This is dropping so fast. I haven't seen this like this. This is unbelievable. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. Yeah, I kind of wish that I had two contracts there, but it is what it is. I think I may actually take profit. I think I may actually take profit just because, just because, right? So, uh, but I'm gonna hold this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this is moving too fast. Yeah, it's moving too fast that I think I actually have to take profit. It's moving too fast that I think I have to take profit. Yeah, it is moving too fast. Whoa, and I already have one contract. It is moving too fast indeed. Yeah, I'm gonna take profit here. I'm gonna take it. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take that profit. So I already took my profit. This is moving too fast. Um, it could move lower, but I've already taken my profit. I'm okay with that. So for me now is pretty much just staying out. Uh, a profit is a profit, right? So yeah, I need to be yeah, I need to be out on this trade. Profit is a profit. Yeah, absolutely need to be out. Though I wish that I got in more contract, but profit is a profit, and of course, there's always gonna be on that trade, right? There's always gonna be an opportunity for on that trade today. I think there's actually gonna be a couple of opportunity for on that trade today. So yeah, a profit is a profit. I'll take that, and for now, I'm gonna be out. That this moved too fast, so I have to be out, right? So it moved too fast, and I'm looking at my target. I have to be out, right? Because bounce, it could easily bounce, and I don't want to be caught up in that, right? So yeah, look at the daily chart. Look at the daily chart, right? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is nuts. Yeah, I'm better at jumping out there. I could still get into a trade, but oh my God, look at this chart. Wow, this is amazing. Oh my God, this is so unbelievable, man. This is so unbelievable. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay out. Um, yeah, I already took my profit. I'm gonna stay out. Yeah, if it's going down, it's totally fine. Still going down. Yeah, it's totally fine. There will always be opportunity for a trade. That's one thing I know. Today, actually, there's gonna be opportunity for a trade today. So yeah, opportunity for another trade. I mean, so yeah, I still stay out. Yeah, I took profit too early. Yes, but I don't want to hold it and it goes back on me. I don't like that, right? So as you can see, it's just pulling back right now. So this is way too fast. That price eventually will pull back, right? It's gonna pull back. That's just guaranteed. It's gonna pull back. Yeah, it's definitely gonna pull back. But I mean, I'm probably pretty much done with this small account today. I may still get into a trade, but if I'm gonna get into a trade, it has to be after have to be after around like, yeah, I probably got out too early on this trade, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's still falling. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Just look at this stuff. Unbelievable. Whoa. Man, if I had to contrast, this would have been $60, easy $60. Probably more than that, because now I saw that. Well, there's no need to even do that math. It doesn't even matter because I saw too early, but so that 6,892, and now is at 6,8, so it's almost $30 more, right? So it would have been this one trade would have been $60. Yeah, I gotta learn to start holding trade longer, right? I have to learn that. You know, I have to learn that. Yeah, I just wonder what is this doing here because this is not and this is not like the usual usual red day. This is just look at what this is doing. This is like tearing apart. It's like falling apart. I wonder, is there like any news or something? Is there like anything? What is going on? I gotta take a look at Twitter. What is going on? Is there any news going on today or something? Like, is there any federal officials speaking? Any U.S. federal officials speaking? Because this is almost looks it doesn't look normal. So there's the Trump Xi summit preparation photos as planning gaps unsettled Beijing. So there's no news, so to say. And this thing is falling apart. It's tearing up. Oh my God. Yeah, I always hate it when I sell too early because, I always hate it when I do that. I hate it when I do that. Yeah, I have to start doing something different because this is ridiculous, man. I always hate it when I sell too early. I always hate it when I sell too early. Well, it is what it is. I've secured almost $30 in profit. I'll take that for now and stay out. It might be a trade in the afternoon. I'm looking to get that then. So if there's not, it's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. All right. So this almost tells me that. So I think I can get some clarity on what's going on. At least today's price action. If it closes that's red as it just did. If it stays down here for the most of today, then tomorrow's price action, like I think I can have almost full confidence in it. So that's that. All right, so I'm gonna step out here a little bit. I've already taken my profit. Probably too early, but a profit is a profit. Yeah, so it's pull pull it reversing there. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna step out there for a second. Um, yeah, I'm pretty much done for today. That is that. Pretty much done for today. Whew, yeah, I saw it too early, and I'm not happy with that because I mean, like, I could have extra, like, I could have had an extra, like, you know, $60, but I mean, I still got $30, so that's good. But I could have had extra $60, right? So, yeah, so it's a case of selling winners too early and holding losers too long, right? That's just what the case is, and I'm beginning to kind of get pissed, kind of get very pissed with that. All right, so it's what it is. So still down there. So it's kind of annoying because I sold way too early. Assuming I had held on to this trade, it was still be I'll still be at least, still be, what is it, almost 20 points in profit. So extra 20 points in profit. But I sold too early, and it doesn't make any sense. Yes, I made a profit, but I'm not happy. I'm not really happy. I'm not quite happy. Yeah, I'll be at least 20 something points in profit. Yeah, I'm not happy. God, man, this is annoying. Oh man, this is so annoying. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Whew. Still going lower. Oh my God, man, this is. I'm very annoyed, really annoyed because I mean I could have taken this could have been more, close to 60 something points, right? This could have been close to 60, 60, 60, 63, 60, 64, 64 points, but I missed everything. I mean, I caught just about 20 points, 20 or 39 points, 29 points of it. So which is not bad. But I mean, yikes. Whew. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stay out now till come back 1 p.m. to see what happens. 1 p.m. Yeah. This is now there's now a retracement under 15 minutes, which might retrace, and man, I sold too early. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. This is disgusting, man. This is very disgusting. Well, what can you do? Absolutely nothing. It's pushing back now. Yeah, I'll come back at 1 p.m. I'm gonna only take a trade at 1 p.m. I may take another shot, but I will only do that if the reversal is reasonable. Um, 'Cause right now it's only 23.6, so I'll take another shot if it gets up. So if this gets up from if I mean from here, that's probably too high. If it gets anywhere down to 50 or 61.8, I'm gonna short. I'm definitely gonna short. Um, if it gets anywhere down near there, then I'm gonna short. But if it does not do that, then you know I'll be looking for like a reversal trade sometime in the afternoon. But if it does get back here before 1 p.m., I'm gonna be short this. I'm definitely gonna be short. But I mean, like, I don't, typically don't like doing that just for the fact that you could get caught, right? You could get caught up in nonsense, right? So, um, all right, so we just hold this and see what happens. So might as well put it down over here. Does that make sense? Nice. That retracement is nasty. this is what I was trying to avoid, but I still sold too early. Still sold way too early. Still sold way too early. Well, it's all good. It's all good. We'll get this right eventually. Whew. All right, so um, I don't want to get into this trade. Will not be shutting anywhere down here. Will not be taking a shot. Actually, it doesn't look good. This is it for me today. I will still try and come in the afternoon and see if there's something there. But that will be like 1 p.m. But in the meantime, I think I'm probably done for today. Honestly, yeah, I think I'm probably done for today. Um, yeah, it's pushing back up now. If you look at the 15 minutes, you can see it pushing back up. But I'm not gonna be buying. I'm gonna be selling there. It's just to me, it's a trap, and I don't want to give back what I've made. I'm gonna close this chat today. This is it. Yeah, this is it. This is a trap. If you're trying to short this or trying to buy this, it's a big trap, right? So it's a big trap. I'm not gonna even touch it. It's a big trap. Yeah, it's a big trap. Um, yeah, I just take the profit that I have. I mean, I'm happy with it. So yeah, that's that, right? So yeah, it's a big trap. I'm not gonna be falling for that. Nope. All right. Probably gonna be ending this stream early today. Um, uh, yeah, I'll be ending this stream early today just to kind of you know get on with some other things I have to do. Um, yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow, what am I hoping tomorrow? Well, first of all, I want to see this close red. I want to hopefully want to see it close somewhere down below this low here that it made. Um, I mean, if it closes, kind of weird red and retraces all the way back up, then I know that it may not actually be a red day tomorrow, right? So, but if it closes red and closes significantly down to near the low that it made here today, then I know that tomorrow could be. I know that tomorrow could be a red day also, right? So that would be my thesis. Today, it's quite unfortunate today that I did not hold this. I sold right here, but if I held this, I would have captured 30 more points. At least 27 more points, at least that, right? But I mean, it's what it is, right? So I made profit. I'm happy with the profit. I'm not going to. I'm not going to, try and force a trade again. All I needed to do was to hold this trade till a reasonable profit has been seen, but I did not do that, right? So that's totally fine. Again, so again, it's back again tomorrow, and we'll see what happens tomorrow, right? So, all right, I'm gonna end the stream here today. We'll be back at this again tomorrow. Hopefully, tomorrow will be a better day, right? So hopefully. All right. See you tomorrow then. Ikechukwu.